everybody. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you here is I have two drills here that are great for short putting and long putting, as well as working on your path and your speed. So really these drills cover just about every part of it. And what I've done here is all I've done is taken my putter, and I've basically taken a putter length and marked a tee, and I've got 7 tees around the hole. And this is, you've seen Phil Mickelson maybe on TV do this a lot. And what he does is he goes around the clock and he has to make every putt. And if he misses one, he goes back and starts over. So, and some players will literally do that till they make 100 in a row, and they won't stop. You'll see them there for 4 or 5 hours doing that. So what the idea is and you just really want to get in here and you just want to hit your putt, move on to the next one, pick your spot, hit your putt. It's not really you can do it at your own pace, really. If you want to take your time, that's fine. You watch Phil, he kind of does it a little bit quicker, so he can just get up and feel the stroke. You know, he's not trying to think about the actual putt. But what this does too, is it also shows you the complete 360-degree break of the putt. So this putt might be straight, this one might be a little right to left, that one might be, you know, it just depends on what each putt is. And you can even do this and make it any distance you want. You can take a putter and put another tee here and do 4 feet. You can do 5 feet, you can do 6 feet, you can do 10 feet. Whatever you want to do to work on your speed and your feel. Anybody want to demonstrate? Volunteer? There you go. So this is what we're trying to do. And it really gives you some comfort in the 3 foot range or 4 foot range or whatever range you want to do.
Gonna start over already.
Won't get home for dinner.
Oh, you can do this drill without having to make them all too, because sometimes that might take a little while. Good. That's okay. And I guarantee you, if you do this drill, even a couple times a week, you know, hit 20 putts, 30 putts, you'll get more comfortable from that short range, and it'll almost become automatic for you. You know, you'll get that feel of, okay, you know, I've done this 1,000 times now, you know, and just get up there and hit it. Good, very good. Like the stroke too. It was well done. You only missed 2 out of 7. That's pretty good. Well over 50%.
Can I get this last one in?
Sure. Got to make them all, right? Perfect. Good job.
Good job.
All right. And then the second drill we're going to do here is, I like this drill a lot. This is the 20-foot drill. I heard this from a friend of mine who was a good player. He likes to do it for just getting a feel of speed, and also, you know, making sure that his speed is good at the hole, and also is, you know, reading his green. So, one other volunteer?
Go for it. Good.
So what we're trying to do is, it's kind of similar to the drill we were doing with speed, is you want to try and get that putter, or that ball, in between the tee and the hole. And then what we do is we set up 3 balls, we walk off 20 feet, and we set up 3 balls on either side of the hole, and that way we're getting uphill and downhill. We're getting 2 different putts from either side of the hole. So speed is very important. We're trying to feel the speed here as well. Very important. Better. Good. You got it right just past the tee, but that's still good. And then we can come to the other side of the hole here. And like I said, same thing. Tour players will literally have to make, I call it 21. So what they'll do is they'll take 3 balls on either side, and they'll keep going until they hit 21 putts in a row in between the hole and that tee, to make sure that their speed is good. Really good putt there. Ooh, just past it. So by feedback there, you're seeing that ball go long, so now you gotta adjust and say, okay, I gotta hit this just a hair softer. And you did, and you made it. Nicely done. That's good. Always remember, you gotta get a little bit further away from it. That was good. Perfect. Look at that. Ooh, almost got it. All right, so these these are, like I said, these are 2 drills. They're great drills. Keep your speed and everything else intact. If you have any other drills that you have questions about, I can show you some more drills anytime. There's plenty and tons of drills you can do. So that being said, thank you all for coming today. We'll just go over one more time. What we want to feel is very, very simple to the short game and the chipping. We want everything to be straight down, and we want to rock our shoulders. We want to make sure we keep those shoulders going. We don't want to stop those shoulders. Very good. So that's a very important thing. And
Sean, question.
yes.
I grip it like this. I've seen some people stick their finger down.
Sure. Yeah. Some people.
preference?
I actually do it myself. I put my finger down the side of the grip like that, and for me, it just makes me feel kind of down the line. I try to envision having the back of my left hand kind of follow the putter. So in other words, when I'm hitting my putt, I like to think of the back of my hand to keep right at the target, and don't move that. And that way, you keep your stroke very, very straight, and the putter head very, very straight. Any other questions to that? And you can try that. You can experiment with the left hand low if you want to a little bit.
And do you have any tips about that? I mean, what is there anything different from?
Well, the main thing that's
the other?
different about the left hand low is your shoulders. When you putt conventional, your right shoulder hangs lower than your left, because you're basically, with your setup, it's just your right hand is hanging a lot lower, and for some reason with left hand low, it just works out to where your shoulders square out more. So your shoulders get more level, and I think by doing that, you don't have to worry about that left shoulder kind of, getting up and coming out of the putt. You see a lot of guys that when they miss putts sometimes with a conventional grip, they'll come up out of the putt. You'll see that left shoulder kind of rise, and that's where, I think the left hand low helps, because it's more difficult to do that when you're left hand low. Okay, so basically in closing, like I said, what we talked about, just make sure your alignment is good. If you feel like you're getting off with your speed, always refer back to that alignment. Always refer to what I said about, this is a great check, like I said, put your putter out in front of you and just bend down from your hip sockets and get those eyes over the ball. And if you feel like you're too far away from it or too close to it, you can always ask me and see if you are getting too far or too close to it, one or the other. If you have any other questions about it, just come see me. But just refer to that, refer to your basic alignment skills and what you learned today. And like I said, any questions, just let me know.
Okay.
All right,
Very
thanks
good.
everybody.
Thank you, Sean.
Appreciate it.
Super
Thank you
job.
very much. You guys did
Very
great.
helpful.
You guys
Thank
did
you.
great.
Super job.
You guys all passed. Well done.